Hello, my name is Francis Babayemi, and I'm going to introduce Module 6 in the Outside Learning Toolkit. This, of course, is a module that focuses on the green business strategy. As you can see in the slide, the green business strategy module is one of 8 priority modules within the toolkit. The 8 modules have been mapped and also developed to support teachers and trainers who wish to develop and deliver environmental education through open schooling. The 8 outside modules have been designed to facilitate the promotion of sustainable development education by integrating the 17 sustainable development goals within a business strategy. We hope that teachers and trainers will use the materials on this platform to raise awareness and to educate the young generation about climate changes and environmental issues. This way, the young generation can begin to learn through education some of the possible ways and intentions to safeguard the planet. According to the World Commission on Environment and Development, this is about meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Therefore, on this module, when we talk about business strategy, a green business strategy, we are referring to the tendency to integrate environmental issues within a business strategy. In order to reduce the negative impact, of course, of global commerce on the environment. We're talking about the impact of farming, agriculture, production, manufacturing, distribution, marketing, the various aspects of supply chain management and logistics. We also talk about, on this module, the importance of having, or at least developing, a green entrepreneurial mindset, one that creates or looks to create a positive impact on the natural environment by innovating the supply chain, innovating business processes. The module will talk and discuss this in some greater depth once you engage the module. The module contains 4 interconnected and interrelated topics. The first one is to try and get participants to understand what we mean by green business and how that correlates with the Sustainable Development Goals. The second session looks to explain how to generate a green business idea and look for opportunities that actually meet real needs. The third looks at how to create a green business value proposition by using and developing a business model canvas. And then finally, in session 4, we will be looking to encouraging and facilitating a session whereby participants can begin to understand and review the attributes of a business mindset, the green business mindset. What are the attributes of a green business mindset? Yeah. So a typical session we would expect, especially as pertaining to Module 6, would look something like this, where you have a slide presentation, a deck of slides presented to cover the theoretical and also some of the concepts about green initiative, green business ideas. The activities will focus on creating opportunities for participants to engage theory, to explore concepts, and to devise their own possibly a possible a solution or idea. The outputs really is about creating an atmosphere where you can showcase your work as a team and foster interaction amongst a group where you talk about your outcomes and you get feedback from the tutor, from the teacher, or from the trainer. The feed forward is just formative feedback where you get responses from your trainer or teacher. And then the debriefing is just a question and answer session, just to kind of mop up and fill any gaps in knowledge and understanding. The homework just purely is just to create an opportunity for participants to take work home, an opportunity to revise the session and to be given that task whereby the participant is able to deepen their knowledge and to learn more from what has been delivered in the session. And then finally, it kind of rounds up nicely with a training evaluation. In terms of the outcome, there are 4 key aspects, and that is scanning the environment, which you can relate to research, and then finding problems. So in this case, in the looking at the image here, we might think of perhaps all of this materials, all of these products had been ended up in the ocean, and perhaps they've been extracted one way or the other, and somebody's using this sculpture to raise awareness at a local community level. So research will help us to find and uncover, to scan the environment and understand the problem. Finding an idea would be to sculpt the thing, as it were, and create opportunities. What opportunities can we see here? Opportunity for learning, raising awareness, working with the recycling company, working with local businesses, and perhaps even with education. Yeah. So this image kind of presents, number 1, the aspect of scanning the environment, finding the problem. Number 2, finding an idea, an opportunity. And then 3, developing some kind of a green initiative, a green idea, a strategy. How do we go about sculpting this? What does it really mean? Who is interested in it? How can we raise awareness at a local community level or at a global level? Yeah. And yet still keeping that sort of green mindset towards business. And then finally, looking at the green business sort of thinking, the green entrepreneurial mindset. Okay, so ever so quickly, Session 1 introduces, explores, and critiques concepts of green business thinking and how to leverage new ideas that actually help to reduce waste within the sort of the supply chain of any industry. This session, obviously, because it pertains to discovery, scanning, researching, we therefore encourage participants to use tools for thinking, tools for thinking, and to then use these tools to generate new ideas. So you might, for instance, do mind mapping or brainstorming or collaboration or research, focus group, or idea napkins. This is some of the tools for thinking up new ideas. At this point, I must say that the outcome of Module 4 is quite significant, because the outcomes of Module 4, when you engage Module 4, you would find that it really benefits at this stage. Module 2 explains how to use the European Union Green Economy framework. This is the Green Economic Cycle framework. And again, we've kind of put all this materials on the toolkit, and there are links to some of the material that we're talking about here. Once an idea is generated, we feel that it is important to be able to formalize the idea. And here, participants are therefore presented with a template to help them capture and justify their idea in terms of what is it about, what's the impact, and so on and so forth. Who benefits? Society, environment, or a business? But not only so, it is also important that once you generated ideas, we would want to use a particular selection criteria to find which of the ideas should move forward. In other words, to categorize. We're using a sort of an outside decision matrix to decide which of the ideas is of higher priority that needs to be moved forward into production or realize a benefit, or maybe take it to market, as we say. Okay, but again, there's a lot more information about all of this and how to go about using this template on the toolkit within Module 6. Session 3. Here, participants will devise a well-justified green business value proposition and have the opportunity to translate this into a business model canvas. This will focus on the module. We would ask trainers and teachers to familiarize themselves with this and to engage the content that we've already created on the platform. Finally, with session 4, this session explores the concepts of enterprise, entrepreneurial mindset. And here, what we are asking is that participants consider how to acquire the green entrepreneurial mindset. And also look at some of the competencies that are attributed to this skill set. So we'll be looking at the entrepreneurial education in practice, where a lot of the competencies and also the mindset, the disposition of the mind towards green issues, are actually captured. And just to finish off ever so quickly, we say the final product of this module is really about coming up with a well-structured and justified business venture for a startup incubator. What do I mean by this? It really is about designing, developing, putting together your business proposition, your green business proposition. So we're looking for a professionally looking pitch deck, of slides that showcase, sort of the idea, how the idea was selected, what's the impact, who benefits from it, everything well justified, and to show the value proposition. What's the value? What's the unique selling point? What's the unique thing that's being produced here? And how does it meet the needs of the present generation without compromising the capabilities for future generations? Okay, so that's really a quick introduction to this module. We hope you found the introduction useful. And like I said, more information and the materials for this module can be found on the toolkit itself. Thank you very much.